It's your boy, Vegan Bob, back again. Time for another nightly video where we dive into something about the future, typically related to AI. Sometimes we read papers, sometimes we write code, I don't know. We just do random things. Sometimes I'll do whatever I want, all right? If you're watching this, deal with it. I post a video every day. Many of them don't have good sound, but we did a sound check today, so hopefully this sounds good. So today, Anthropic. Anthropic's like, oh my God, everyone's releasing new models. China's in the race. OpenAI is releasing more models. What should we do? We'll release an economic index. Guys, we need new models. We need new hot stuff from you. But okay, fine. Economic index. We'll read it. We'll check it out. Don't even know what this is. Anthropic also, I got to give it up to them. They are the recent winners of when I did a little tier list of the greatest butthole logo. Definitely number one. S tier. S tier. Let's get into it. In the coming years, AI systems will have a major impact on the ways people work. For that reason, we're launching the Anthropic Economic Index, an initiative aimed at understanding AI's effects on labor markets and the economy over time. The index initial report provides first-of-its-kind data and analysis based on millions of anonymized conversations on Claude AI, revealing the clearest picture yet of how AI is being incorporated into real-world tasks across the modern economy. Okay, they're going to look at what people are chatting about and say, hey, look what people are using it for. Most of it's probably going to be for love. That's my personal guess. Let's find out. We're also open sourcing the dataset used for this analysis so researchers can build upon and extend our findings, developing policy responses to address the coming transformation of the labor market and its effects on employment and productivity will take a range of perspectives. To that end, we are also inviting economists, policy experts, and other researchers to provide input on the index. The main findings for the Economic Index first paper are, number one, today, usage is concerned in software development and technical writing tasks. Wait a minute. That's what I do. That's what I use AI for. There's something wrong with that? Over 1/3 of occupations, roughly 36%, see AI's use in at least a quarter of their associated tasks, while approximately 4% of the occupants use it across the latter 3/4 of their associated tasks, okay? AI user use leans more towards augmentation, where AI collaborates with and enhances human capabilities, compared to automation, where AI directly performs tasks. Okay, the majority of people are using it for augmentation, but really that split's almost 50-50, okay? So it's less than 60-40. Finally, AI use is more prevalent for tasks associated with mid to high wage occupations like computer programmers and data scientists, but is lower for both the lowest and highest paid roles. Interesting. If you're paid a ton of money, you don't use it. If you're paid a low amount of money, you don't use it. That is an interesting insight. Interesting. To see below for further details on our initial findings. Okay, lovely. Hey, arts and media. I'm kind of in that too. So here's some different roles here. We've got computers, we've got arts, we've got education, we've got office, we've got life, we've got business. Wow, business the least. That's crazy. This will definitely invert over time, probably. Arts and media, office administrator. Office administrator is the boringest stuff in the entire world. Why would you not want AI to do that? Like AI should do all of these. Okay, no, sorry. Just chill, bro. Okay, AI should do all of these, but okay, interesting. So next is arts, then comes education, then comes office, then comes life, physical, social sciences, finally business and financial. That is extremely surprising to me. I just took a image and I opened it in another tab for some dumb reason. Let's keep going. Mapping AI uses across the labor market. Our new paper, why are you giving a link to a new paper when I'm reading a blog post? Is this the paper? Which economic tasks are performed with AI? Evidence from millions of Claude conversations. Okay, I'm reading a little blog post. Here's the associated paper. We'll stick with the blog for now. Okay, Anthropic, give us a new model, then I'll read the paper. Or maybe I'll go back and read this paper if you give us a new model. All right? Come on, stay in the race. Although I still use Sonnet, so, I'm your friend, Claude. So a new paper built on a long line of research on the labor market impact on technologies, from the spinning jenny of the Industrial Revolution to the car manufacturing robots of present today. People don't realize, spinning jenny, it's not a mean name for a loose girl in your town, okay? That's this sucker right here. Oh boy, before this is how you're making your clothing? Oh, no. This is what, you can't run a sweatshop without a spinning jenny. Really? We got spinning jennies, then we were finally able to build the sweatshop. Yes. No. Sweatshop's bad. Unless it's an AI agents in the sweatshop. Is that okay? I don't know. Okay, I'm losing my mind. So the spinning jenny or car manufacturing robots of the present day. We focus on the ongoing impact of AI. We don't survey people on their AI use or attempt to forecast the future. Instead, we just look at what you're asking. Because guess what? You ask someone, what do you use AI for? Oh, I use it to analyze business. I use it to... No, what do you really use it for? I ask it for the weather, and I ask it to add basic numbers. Oh, I've got some very embarrassing things. I told you, I've got tons of embarrassing AI searches. You know what I mean? what's this lump here on my foot? AI, help me. Here's a photo of it. What could this be? It's good at that, actually, guys. If you ever have something weird on your body, take a photo of it, give it to ChatGPT. Don't worry, the data is going to be anonymized. Okay, so analyzing occupational tasks. Our research begins with an important insight from economics literature. Sometimes it makes sense to focus on occupational tasks rather than occupations themselves. Focus on the task, not the occupation. Because tasks can often be unified across multiple different occupations. People who are working in the movie industry often, in some sort of area might have the same job as someone else in a totally different industry, the steel industry, whatever. Okay, jobs often share certain tasks and skills in common. That's what I meant, okay? Visual pattern recognition is a task performed by designers, photographers, security screeners, and radiologists. Whoa. Certain tasks lend themselves better to being automated or augmented by new technology rather than others. We therefore expect AI to be adopted selectively for different tasks across different occupations. And that analyzing task, in addition to jobs as a whole, would give us a fuller picture of how AI is being used. Great. Look at the task. Got it. This is made possible by Clio. Clio is actually, funny enough, one of my favorite Italian disco bands of all time. Like, very tippy top. Faces is probably the big hit. But Faces slowed. Wow, did someone slow down Faces? I'm the first person that 7 years ago, I slowed this down before anyone else. Okay, so I'm getting crazy. But listen how good this is. I slowed this down first. Yeah, this is Italian disco. Look, they're called Clio. It might be a little too quiet for you, but there you go, people. Maybe it's not too loud. So, using Clio to match AI using tasks. Clio is a system that allows us to analyze conversations with Claude while preserving user privacy. See, what I'll do is I'll go like this, and I'll go like that. There you go. Sorry, I'm shopping for Nugget Buddies too. Sorry, let's add this to the cart. I'm definitely getting this. Okay, so add that to the cart. And back to business. Sorry, people. I have ADHD, if you can't tell, okay? So, this is the problems we have here. It's pretty nice in the background. Okay, let's keep going. We use Clio on a data set of approximately 1 million conversations with Claude, specifically free and pro conversations on Claude AI. So let's break down what Clio does here. Clio is a system for privacy-preserving insights into real-world AI use. See, this is from December 12, 2024. If I would have been doing this nightly thing, we would have read this already, but I just started this in January. We have not missed a day so far. We do have a video missing right now because of bad audio. I'm going to re-upload it, but hey, we'll catch up. Here we go. We chose tasks according to the classification made by the U.S. Department of Labor. That's not going to exist much longer. It's the whole thing, though. I think Doge is coming for that next. Which maintains a database of around 20,000 specific work-related tasks called the Occupational Information Network, or the OSTAR-Net. What? This looks like pornographic. Oh, that's a government website for you. That's good stuff. This is a government website for you, people. So typically, these will call. Well, that's working actually very fast. Now, no information is popping up. Oh, wow, this is very speedy. Okay, this is not government quite. The styling is government, but this is way too fast. Way too fast. That's really good, actually, for government. However, this probably cost, I'm guessing, probably in the range of $4 to $5 billion, and probably took 10 years. Okay, so Clio matched each conversation with the ONET task that best represented the role of AI in the conversation. Boom. Conversation, task, occupations. We got a conversation. What is this related to? This type of task. What kind of task does that operation go to? The ring-dong. The ONET scheme for grouping the task into the occupations they best represented. The occupations into a small set of overall categories, which are the categories we read before. Results. Use of AI by job type. The task and occupations with by far the largest adoption were computer and mathematical. That's because we're computer nerds. We like this stuff. 37% of queries were made in the category covering things like software, modification, code debugging, network troubleshooting. Now, the thing is, too, is when you're a person who's, I guess, using AI for that, you are talking to it over and over and over and over again. And also, if you're using it for any sort of, like, you're hooking up to, GPT or Claude or something like that through an API, I'm asking it every 5 seconds, hey, code. So, the second largest category was arts, design, sports, entertainment, and media, which reflected using Claude for various editing and writing. Interesting that they put that under those categories, but okay. Unsurprisingly, occupations involving a high degree of physical labor, such as farming, fishing, and forestry, only 1% of queries. So that's really where I think I want to focus. I'm going to get that niche. I'm going to own that niche. I'm going to be if you work in forestry, farming, or fishing, we've got the model for you. Trained on your needs. Okay, depth of AI within occupations. Our analysis found that very few occupations use AI across most of their associated tasks. Only approximate 4% of jobs used at least AI for 75% of the tasks. So they'll use it for some stuff, but not all the tasks that take their job. However, or make up their job, take their job. Oh, it's coming. However, more moderate use of AI is much more widespread. 36% of jobs use AI for at least 25% of their tasks. Yes, cool. I'm at least 25%. Well, whatever. I'm probably 50. What am I saying? As we predicted, there wasn't evidence in the data set of jobs being entirely automated. Instead, AI was diffused across many tasks in the economy, having stronger impacts for some groups of tasks than others. AI use and salary. The ONET database provides the median U.S. salary for each of the occupations listed. We added this information to our analysis, allowing us to compare profession median salaries at the level of AI use in their corresponding tasks. Interestingly enough, both low-paying and very high-paying had very low rates of AI use. These were very generally jobs involving a large degree of manual dexterity, such as shampooers and obstetricians. What's an obstetrician? I can go to one. Delivering babies. Baby doctor. What's a shampooer? Someone who just shampoos hair? That's a shampooer. That's a physical. Wow. They're taking their jobs. They won't even look at this. I'm in awe right now. And they're just trying to sell me a shampooer. That's Google for you. Okay, so let's see. Great. Things people who are mid to high median salaries, whatever, do it the most. Great. What are shampooers? What are shampooers? Look at this. Gynecologist percent of conversation. Wow, gynecologists barely using it. This is actually one of the most interesting charts there possibly is. Saved it. I own it now. Okay, so automation versus augmentation, which is something everyone's like, it's going to take our jobs. No, you're going to use AI with your job. And it's like, oh, I can't use AI. It's like, okay, cool. Well, we're a company and we use email. You didn't need to use email before, but now email exists. So you have to use email. We're not going to pay someone to go around with a little cart passing out the notes to everyone. You got to use the email. So it's like, it's not that AI took your job. It's that you didn't want to use the new tool for how we do stuff. So let's see. Overall, we see a slight lean toward augmentation. 50% of tasks were augmented versus 43% of tasks automated. AI was not being used to replace people, but instead it worked with them, engaging with tasks like validation, learning, task iteration. Cool. Caveats. Our study provides a unique glimpse into how AI is changing the labor market. Also, I gotta go back to my last moment. That was Clio. Okay, people, listen to a little Clio, just for the final moment. I don't even know if it's even loud enough for you to hear. Okay, caveats. We can't know for certain whether someone using Claude for a task was completing a task for work. Someone asking Claude for writing or editing advice could be doing so at work, but they also could be doing it for a novel they're writing as a hobby. Repeatedly, we don't ask how the users were using the responses from Claude. They were, for instance, copying and pasting code snippets. Were they fact-checking responses, accepting them uncritically? Some of what appears in our data to be automation could, in fact, be augmentation. We don't know. It's interesting because you're not tracking everything. We only analyze data from the Claude AI free and pro plans rather than the API team or enterprise website. So they're not taking API into account. If they took API into account, that coding number is going to go to the moon. While Claude AI data contains some non-work visualization, we used a language model to filter this data to only contain conversations relative to an occupational task. The sheer number of different tasks means that it's possible for Clio to be classified some conversations incorrectly. Claude can't generate images. That would, in fact, a bunch of creative work. That is super true. Claude is advertised for use as state-of-the-art coding model. We'd expect coding to be overrepresented. Yes. We're kind of lagging behind though these days. Okay, DeepSeek 0103. Uh-oh. So AI use is rapidly expanding. Models becoming ever more capable. The labor market picture may look quite different within a relatively short time. For that reason, we'll repeat many of these analysis over time. Here's your first economic index. We're going to keep doing more. These types of longitudinal analysis can give us new insights to AI in the job market. For example, we'll be able to monitor changes in the depth of AI use within occupations. You know something? This is just very random. You know what I mean? Because I'm reading these words out loud. I like to read. I kind of read a paragraph often when I'm reading. You know what I mean? I like all the words. I like read this paragraph that I'm like saying it through. But then sometimes when I'm reading them out loud, I look at it and I end up reading it, all of it, and then I'm saying it, and then I start thinking about stuff down here when I'm up here, and that's when I'm reading bad, you know? But like, I'm just losing my mind. I'm just wondering, AI is going to give me. You've seen the test where like you can highlight different parts of the words and it tells you to read stuff faster. What's that called? It's like highlight parts of words to speed read, or there's even the like show one word at a time thing. Yeah, bionic reading. Is that what it is? Where's the example of it? Yeah, this type of thing. I wonder if AI is going to figure out more stuff like this. This thing. This is easier to read. Bionic reading is a new method for facilitating reading process by the AI through this test of artificial figure, whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's faster than I can talk. I just wonder if one day we're going to get to like, what are new ways that can get presented bigger chunks of data faster? You know what I mean? Because I think the problem too, we're getting to AI, because I'm reading more and more AI written work right now, and it's getting too verbose. I don't like that. I want the whole world to exist within bullet points and markdown. But that's just right now. That was just me. I'm distracted. Okay, I've got ADHD. Our research gives data on how AI is being used. It doesn't provide policy prescriptions. Thank you. Read the full paper here. Great. Open data call for input. The most important contribution in this paper and the Anthropic Index is its new methodology providing detailed data on the impacts. We're immediately openly sharing the data set we've used for the above analysis and plan to share further such data sets to become available. The full data set is here. Lovely. Here's some acknowledgments. Other people were saying, hey, let's all work on this together. Let's figure stuff out. So I think the key takeaways from this that are interesting is that people who make no money and people who make too much money don't use AI. It's high to medium level people. Obviously, software is overrepresented. Number two, it's this difference between augmentation and automation, and it seems like it's split 50-50. People are actually augmenting all of their job. This means we're not replacing jobs. We're adding AI to a job that already exists, and maybe that person has to put out more stuff in general. Number three, these type of like what is next in line being arts, media, writing, it really seems like this category, office and administration, is going to be entirely automated. It's not going to be augmented. It's going to be entirely automated away. And then business and financial, I feel like, is going to be augmented incredibly huge. All of these seem insane and should be higher, I guess. So it makes sense computer programmers are going to be first, because that's where we're kind of starting with a lot of this, and we're the nerds that are very excited about all of this all day. And also many of us work jobs where we have to work more than 9 to 5. You know, I've always worked a nice, healthy 9 to 9 at least. 9 to 5. Well, at least you got to do 9 to 12. You at least got to do, you know what I mean? I used to do 3:30 a.m. To 2:30 p.m. And then I would take a break. And then I would do another just 2 hours at night of learning. That was like 5 to 7. And then I'd be in bed by 9. That's when I was losing my mind. Okay, that's everything. I'll be back tomorrow. More random stuff. There's more interesting stuff always happening in the space. Claude, release a model. But that's it. If you want to talk about anything, just leave a comment below. Hopefully the sound is good. If it got too loud, hopefully it got quieter later. I'm trying my best. I'm getting better every time. There's a video I have to re-upload about me ranting about someone trying to boycott a Christie's art exam. I thought it was one of my best videos. I literally did. I was actually proud of it. And then the sound was borked on it because I decided to switch to Pipewire because I'm a stupid Arch Linux boy. I will re-record that tomorrow. I meant to do it today. Life was distracting. Bye. See you tomorrow.